Welcome to Ladakh, guys, a place that completely captured my heart. The beauty of this region moved me to tears when we landed. I'm not kidding. So in this video, I'll share with you my thoughts and pictures of this amazing region, Ladakh, and its capital, Leh, and I'll explain to you why it is so special to me. Ladakh is situated in the north of India on the Himalayan range, bordering China and Pakistan. And this proximity makes the political situation in the region quite complicated. I will explain you why. Honestly, before coming there, I knew so little about this area. I was just aware that there were high mountains, that the locals were Buddhist, and that's all. That's why I was very shocked to see military zones and no drone flying areas basically everywhere. So could you imagine this being a Buddhist place, like a place of peace? Indeed, this region is full of contrast. There is immense beauty of the mountains that reach up to 6,000 meters. There are unique Buddhist monasteries, and there are these super ugly military zones that, gives you goosebumps. Ladakh is also a region of India that doesn't look like India at all. So everything that you think about India, these Hindu temples, Hindu god statues, everywhere, this is not it. This is a region of Buddhists, and this is a completely different story. I remember watching a documentary about Ladakh when I was a child, and I was so curious to see this architecture in real life. I was like, oh wow, this looks like a Mars, this looks like completely another universe. But it all seems so far complicated, so I just never felt that I could have this trip in my life possible. Last year, fate intervened. So one of the best friends of my husband's university was getting married there, as he's Tibetan. By the way, you can watch a video on the traditional Tibetan wedding. I'll leave a link below. So we all were invited, and I was so excited. I just couldn't imagine it was going to happen for real. When we were on the plane, I saw these mountains, and it took my breath away. That's crazy. I've never seen something like that before. I've never been to such high mountains in my life. And when we landed, I felt so euphoric and excited, and I experienced kind of a tachycardia, the first signs of altitude sickness. And we were at 3,500 meters altitude. But that was not the only reason that made me so moved and so excited. When we exited the airport, I couldn't hold back my tears. The landscape looked so beautiful, so unreal. It's like nothing that I've seen before, and it was just crazy. Our Tibetan friend was waiting for us in the car. He greeted us by putting a white scarf around our necks. It's like the blessing ceremony, the same that we received from Dalai Lama later. Can you imagine? We met the Dalai Lama also. You can check out the video where I share how it all happened. I will leave the link in the description below. But coming back to the trip, it was beginning of the August 2023, and the weather was warm and even hot in the daytime, even though it was high in the mountains. The sun was so strong, and the wind was blowing all the sand from the dusty roads into our faces, covering our noses, eyes and ears. And on the other hand, these particles of the sand in the dust in the air, it gives everything such a golden touch, such a magical touch. We stayed in Leh, the capital of Ladakh region, for 1 week, and we explored, we saw, I think, almost everything there, and it was an amazing experience. Every day was an adventure. It was very convenient that we took a motorbike, as we could go sightseeing by ourselves, even though our 125cc bike wasn't always enough, because the wind was so strong sometimes that it was just hard to go further. And the uphill, the mountains are also very high. So if you go there, maybe just rent a bigger bike, the more potential one. And among all the places, that I loved there and that we visited. There are some of them that I would like to share with you. If you're planning to do a trip to Ladakh, these are the most interesting things to see. So first, go to the main street, of course, and just to feel this energy.
Thanks, man.
See if it
So,
tastes good.
what is it?
It's a dry apricot.
Dry apricot.
Inside there is the nuts one, you know?
Okay.
You have to crack it.
Get yourself a cup of masala tea and take it really slow. Your body will need some time to adapt to the altitude, and you know, we got the excitometer and my oxygen dropped down to 92, normally it's 100.
Okay. Have we got oxygen in your blood?
Oh, fucking hell, 83.
83.
There's the
Fucking hell, man. If yours is 83, mine must be 50.
88.
And my husband's was around 82, 89 during the whole week, and he didn't feel so great. So you can check, of course, the local bazaar, what are they having there. They have a lot of cashmeres, they have apricots, and you can just stroll through the streets and just to, you know, to feel the atmosphere. That's very nice. Then take a bike and go to Shey Palace. It's built a little bit uphill, so then you should take some stairs and, you know, take it really slow. I mean it. A couple of stairs on a high altitude are really hard to climb.
Let's see if today we can make it.
Yes, we can.
It's only the second day after acclimatization.
Feeling great.
Feeling better, yeah, way better than yesterday. Let's see after the stairs. Because as long as you're not doing anything, then it's okay. Now we are going up.
This palace is so beautiful. It's nothing that I've seen before. It's absolutely worth visiting. Just go inside, pay a little fee for the ticket, and you can have incredible view to Shey and learn all the history of the palace. That was just amazing. I love it so much, and what I've discovered later, that all the palaces and all the monasteries, they look kind of alike, but all are different somehow. Another incredible place to visit in the city is the Shey Stupa. It looks especially magical at nighttime and gives you this panoramic view of the whole Ladakh.
So from here, we're supposed to see the best, amazing view of Ladakh. We are just on the top of Ladakh.
There is a small cafe there, you can drink a tea, and then just take a bike and enjoy a ride to Sputnik Monastery.
Hey, what are you going to do, Andy?
So we are in Ladakh, north of India,
Yes.
on 3,500 meters altitude, and this is the Himalaya.
So this is the biggest washing machine ever! Yay!
You'll pass by the banks of the Indus River with the bridges and the flags that recite in the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Here we are in one of the Buddhist monasteries, and here we can see Om Mani Padme Hum. Ah, so cool.
During daytime.
Wow, this is amazing. This is such a beautiful landscapes. According to Dalai Lama, this Om Mani Padme Om mantra represents that on the path of life, with intention and wisdom, we can all achieve the pure body, speech and the mind of Buddha. This is beautiful. So returning to Sputnik Monastery, This monastery has like the best view ever. There were snow-capped mountains, green valley below with the trees, incredible blue skies, super beautiful traditional houses, and it gave me such a sensation of calm and of stillness. I really enjoyed this trip. I really enjoyed this view. It was just magical. Another place worth visiting in Ladakh is the ancient Shey Palace. You can meditate there on the rocks next to it, walk around on the top, have also incredible pictures, panorama of the valley. I know that every time I say that everything is so pictures, because this is true. Every panorama is just amazing there in Ladakh. And you know, I still use a picture taken there as a screensaver on my phone. I just can't get enough of this picture. And every time I look at it, it's like, oh, it brings me back to this magical trip. And definitely check it out inside, and you will discover a huge, like really huge golden Buddha statue. So beautiful. Never seen something like this before. And then take your bike and keep on going on the same road, and it will take you to the Thiksey Monastery.
Okay. Where are we?
We just walked like 1,000 kilometers now. We reached the top.
The pilgrimage. What's the name of this temple?
Maybe Thiksey Monastery.
Oh, this is your house.
This monastery was a highlight of all the temples and monasteries we saw in Ladakh. Go inside, explore its chambers full of Buddha statues, our divinities. Just look at the contrast that nature presents us outside. You can see like here green, here it's desert, 9 stupas below. And you know, this monastery really took my heart. It's hard to explain how good and how at my place I felt there. We also had an opportunity there to observe the monks who were meditating and swiping the floors, and I just feel so belonging to this place. It was just amazing because I'm a stranger, I'm a Westerner, I'm there in the Buddhist world, and I found myself at peace. I found myself very accepted and very loved there. Unfortunately, the week was over and we didn't have time to see more of Ladakh because we also came for the wedding. This was the main thing, and next time I will definitely do 1 week hike in Ladakh mountains. It's completely worth it. So if you guys are doubting whether or not go to Ladakh, just know this place is a pure magic. There is a 0 chance you'll regret visiting it. So if you want to learn more about Tibetan culture, just watch these videos where I will take you to Tibetan wedding and to meet His Holiness Dalai Lama with me.